Alright, it's about an hour and a half later. It is getting lighter. We got into a conversation with some people from Puerto Rico and Mexico, and the time just flew by. The sun did come up when we were at different levels back when the mountains weren't so tall. But anyway, it's looking really pretty. We're getting close to, I believe it's called Dawes Glacier, I think. And it's called the Endicott Arm. We're starting to see these chunks of ice. Some of them are stationary like that. Others are kind of floating by. But it looks like we'll be hitting the glacier right up there. I did a little more investigative work and found out that this is the Endicott Fjord, and we're traveling towards the Dawes Glacier. I just wanted to make sure I got that right and got it accurate. But you can see there's some of the small icebergs floating. I was tempted to shout out like they did on Titanic, "Iceberg dead ahead," but I decided not to do that. Just a little bit further up the ship. I love the contrast with the green pine and the rock and the snow and the water. And I think this is the first time I've ever seen icebergs, if I remember correct. Just walking along and saw that scene as we're just going around the deck. This is looking at the other side, but I just thought that was a very pretty picture with the glacier up there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Very nice. Alright, we came to the front of the ship now. I think we'll be going up in there. We're actually scheduled to be here for a few hours, so I think the ship's just moving really slow. And they're going to take us up closer. And then they said they're going to do like a circle, just kind of turn the ship around and experience that. So I will film a little later. The captain announced just a moment ago that there's been quite a bit of ice breakage, and so we can't go quite up to the glacier, but I can see it up ahead. We're going to go up there and get as much of a picture of it as we can. But just saw these waterfalls coming right straight out of the mountain, right into the water. Thought it was really cool. Let me pan around here a little bit. I can see the glacier right up there, so I'll see if I can get a little closer. Okay, the ship has reached its limit on how far up it can go because of the ice that's calving off. Again, this is the Endicott Fjord and Dawes Glacier. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more. I might have to go over here. I'm looking through a small break in the window, but I might have to go over just a little bit to look through some plexiglass. But the glacier is right up there. If you can see, we are going to be seeing another glacier a little bit later on today when we go through Juneau. We're going to go to a place called the Mendenhall Glacier. So we'll be able to see one a little bit more close, but the captain got us as far as he could. So it's still pretty dang cool to look at. I'm not sure how clear the picture will be here or the video will be. I had to zoom in quite a bit. But the captain is turning the ship so everybody can get a good look. But there is the Dawes Glacier right there. I'm trying to film between two large pieces of plexiglass, so if I mess up, oh well. Very impressive. Alright, the ship is almost completely turned around 180 degrees. And we'll be heading back out of the fjord. You can see some of the ice pieces that have broke down, or broke off, I should say. I love seeing the carved sides of the mountains where the water has eroded. I think it's really pretty. You can look over here and see. It's just so neat to see the springs that just form out of the mountain and come right down. As we were driving yesterday, we stopped by some springs that come out of the mountain and people were drinking straight from the mountain. It was good, clean, pure water. All right. We were walking around again, saw this view, thought it was pretty neat. This is, we're heading back down the Endicott Arm, or the Endicott Fjord. We came up through there earlier this morning, and now we just turned around, heading straight back. We'll be going down through there. We'll be in Juneau later this afternoon, and we'll be taking a look at the Mendenhall Glacier.